Hey everyone, welcome to Craftsy. In this video, I'm showing you how to crochet this very easy scarf, which I have named as Coffee and Cream. I'm also showing you how to add the tassels as well. So this scarf measures 236 centimeter in length and 18 centimeter wide, excluding the tassels. So without any further delay, let's see how to crochet this scarf. For the scarf that I made, I have used So Crafty rainbow yarn in taupe color, and it recommends a hook size of 5 mm, but I've gone for a hook size of 6 mm. Now for the demonstration purposes, I shall be using a different yarn and a different hook. Let's make a slip knot. Now you might want to leave a nice long tail so that this can be used as a fringe if you're planning to make a fringe for your scarf. We are going to make single crochet mesh stitch for this scarf. Now the chain rule for this pattern is very simple. It just has to be an even number. So for the scarf that I made, I have made 26 chains. Now for the demonstration purposes, I'm going to chain 18, but you go ahead and chain an even number for as wide as you want your scarf to be. So once you have an even number of chains, we're going to start working from the second chain. The chain on the hook counts as nothing. So this is 1 and this is 2. So we're going to make single crochet into the second chain. So now I will be working into the back bumps of these chains, these ones here. If you're not comfortable working in the back bumps, you can work as normally as we do. So I'm going to work into the back bumps. So into the second chain, I'm going to make a single crochet, chain 1. Now skip one chain and beside that make a single crochet. So skipping this chain into the next, make a single crochet and chain 1. So we're going to skip a next chain and into the next we're going to make a single crochet again. So we're going to carry on making this until the end. So skip one chain and into the next make a single crochet and chain 1. So once you reach the other side, so we're going to again skip this chain and insert the hook into the last chain, make a single crochet. So that is our row 1 complete. Now the row 2 is a repeat row. So what I mean by repeat row is you're going to repeat row 2 over and over again until we get the desired length of our scarf. So now for the row 2, we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now into this very first stitch, this one here. So this is a single crochet that we just made. So if you look at it from the top, this is the second chain from the hook, 1 and 2. So this is our single crochet stitch here. So we are going to make single crochet. So insert the hook into this stitch here in such a way that both the loops of the chain are on the hook, and grab the yarn and make single crochet, chain 1. Now skip the next chain. So if you look at it, this is the chain 1 space from the previous row. So we are going to skip this, just ignore this, and when you look at the other one, this is the single crochet from the previous row. So we are going to insert the hook into this stitch here in such a way that both the loops of the chain are on the hook. Now grab the yarn and make a single crochet and chain 1. So skip the next chain. So that is this one here, chain 1 space from the previous row. Just skip that and into the next is our single crochet here. So we're going to insert the hook into the stitch, make a single crochet and chain 1, skip the next and into the single crochet stitch. On top of that, just make a single crochet, chain 1, and now skip this and into the next make a single crochet. So that will be on top of a single crochet from the previous row, chain 1. Now ignore this space. This is a chain 1 space from the previous row, so skip this and into this chain here. So this is a single crochet from the previous row. We're going to insert the hook on top of this and make a single crochet, chain 1. Now skip this chain and into the next we are going to make a single crochet, chain 1. Again skip this space. Now into the very last stitch, so this is our single crochet from the previous row, insert the hook into the very last stitch and make a single crochet. So that is our row 2 complete. So now chain 1, turn over. So the chain 1 that we make is not counted as a stitch. So again we're going to repeat the row 2. So that is, make a single crochet onto the very first stitch here, chain 1 and ignore this space here. Basically you're skipping this chain. So if you look at it, this is a chain 1 space from the previous row, so we're ignoring that and into the next stitch. So next stitch is our single crochet stitch from the previous row. So insert the hook into this stitch in such a way that both the loops of the chain are on the hook. Now grab the yarn, make a single crochet, chain 1 and carry on making this until the end. So let's do that together. Skip this, into the next make a single crochet, chain 1, skip and into the next single crochet, chain 1, skip this, into the next we're going to make a single crochet and chain 1, skip this, into the next we're going to make a single crochet and chain 1, skip this, into the next chain we're going to make a single crochet, chain 1, skip this, into the very last stitch we're going to make a single crochet. So we're going to carry on making this. So repeat the row 2 over and over again until we get the desired length of our scarf. So once you have repeated the rows and finished the scarf, let's see how to fasten this off. So I've just got last stitch here, so let me make this last stitch as well. A single crochet into that last stitch. Now I'm going to chain 1 and pull this a bit. So now we're going to snip the yarn off. So I'm going to leave a nice long tail because I'm going to incorporate this as a tassel. Now pull this through. So that's a nice knot in here. Next we'll see how to make the tassels. To add the fringe or tassels to the scarf, take the yarn that you want to make the fringe with and pull out a nice long strand that is roughly the length of the fringe that you would like. So it's always best to pull out a little bit extra because we trim them up at the ends. So yeah, once you roughly have the length of your fringe that you would like, double that strand this way. So we have taken a nice long strand and doubled it up this way. Now we are going to take our scissors and snip this off. Now we need to pull out some more of these strands, and these pieces should be exactly the same length as the first one that we just cut off. So I like to use this first one as a guide. So what I tend to do is I normally line this up next to the strand that I'm going to cut now, this way, so that it gives me the exact length. So repeat this process and cut a few of these strands. So I have cut quite a few of these strands now. So for my fringing, I like to use 3 strands per fringe section. So let me show you what I mean. So we put the fringe in sections here. So we normally put many fringes across this scarf. So per fringe section, I like to use 3 strands. So this way, like this. So when you put our fringes, so it's up to you as to how many you'd like to have. It's a personal preference really. So I'm taking 3 strands. So I'm going to take these 3 strands and loop them over my finger. Then with the hook, working in any part of the end of the scarf that you like. So I like to work in these chain 1 spaces here, this one. It's totally up to you. I'm going to spread this through evenly into the chain 1 spaces. So I'm going to insert the hook from the back here into this chain 1 space and place these strands over the hook. And pull this through this way. Now I have this tail, so that this is a tail when we ended our scarf. So I'm going to bring this into our fringing as well. So I'm going to hold this as well. So now I'm going to place my finger into this loop and pull these through the loop and gently tighten this. Gently tighten this. So now take the next set of strands and loop it over the finger this way, and again insert the hook into this chain 1 space. Now it's up to you how you want to space the fringes, so you can skip one and then place it on the next. So it's totally up to you. So I would like to spread this evenly across the chain 1 spaces. So I'm going to insert the hook into the chain 1 space from the back to the front and place these strands on the hook and pull this through. Now place your finger into this loop here and pull these through this loop. And pull this gently so that this is nice and tight. And now we are going to carry on making the same thing across this end. So once you add in fringes evenly across the scarf, across this end of the scarf. We are going to trim this ends along equally as well, so that it's nice and equal in length. And again, we're going to do the same thing at the other end of the scarf as well. I hope you enjoyed making this scarf with me. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.